Hi again, friends. I have another nonfiction book by Sheila Anderson, and it's called Valleys. Do you know what a valley is? Our first book was about mountains, and we've kind of all heard of mountains, but valleys we didn't talk about as much. Let's learn from our book what a valley is. What makes something a valley? Here we go. What is a valley? It is a kind of landform, just like mountains are. A valley is a piece of land between hills or mountains. A valley is lower than the land beside it. So looks like two mountains or two big hills, right? The valley is the part in between. It's lower. It's like a ditch, kind of, right? Only really, really big. Some valleys are dug by rivers. The water has worn the rock away and made a big valley there. These valleys are shaped like the letter V. The hill comes down here, the hill goes up here, and there's a valley. That valley looks like it has a river in it too, doesn't it? Some valleys are made by glaciers. Now, a glacier is sort of like an iceberg, but it's on land, not in the water. It's a really, really large and probably really old piece of ice, huge piece of ice. And glaciers have moved across the land over thousands and millions of years, and they wear away the rock and the land under them. So sometimes a valley gets made by a glacier. These valleys are shaped like the letter U. They're more rounded. Remember how the river ones were like a V, and this one is like a U. Valleys can be dry and dusty. Do you see the valley here in between the hills? Valleys can be green. There's a mountain up here and the valley is down below it. Animals live in valleys. That looks like a whole flock of sheep there. Plants grow in valleys. Those are sunflowers. They're so pretty. People live in valleys. People grow crops in valleys. They grow different kinds of food on a farm in the valley. I'm thinking that in a valley there's probably lots of water for the crops, because if the valley is between a mountain or hill over here and a mountain or hill over here, the rain would probably come down those hills right into the valley. So there's lots of good water for crops to grow. There are many things to do in a valley. Would you like to explore a valley? What are these people going to do? They're setting a tent up. Probably camping. Maybe there's a river there that they could kayak or canoe on. And these people are riding their horses through the valley. That looks pretty fun. So a valley is another type of landform. A mountain goes this way, and a valley goes this way. They're like opposites, aren't they? Can you use your Play-Doh to make a valley? You might start with a big glob of it and then push down the middle, or you might make two globs and have your valley in between. You can decide how you want to do that. See you later.